5, 6, 7. So I'm not going to spend any gold this time. So all I was doing is stopping there to tell my story. And we will move on to turn 20. Okay. No new obstacles this turn. Okay, look at that. We've got an east wind. That could be very helpful. So, let's see if we can maybe make use of this storm that I put over here. So 1, 2, 3. It's traveling east. 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we could go 8, 9, and it would leave us here. And I definitely have 9, because there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have up to 11. Yep, we'll go ahead. We'll stop right there at 9. And then we went up and let it push us down. So that got us 1, 2, 3, 4 more story points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're almost up to a free supply. And that used up 9. So 4 and 5 more of these. 4 movement points and 5 more provisions. We have 2 provisions left. We've got a free movement. We sailed east that time. Okay, now into turn 21. We're getting close to being done. Remember, we want to try and end our game at a port, and if we can, at our home port for a 10-point bonus. Okay, so if we explore, we can get 3 provisions, a gold, and a story. 1, 2, 3, 4. That still wouldn't get us enough there. Let's see. I wonder if we can we make it all the way over to here? Oops. Sorry about that. My dog just bumped my tripod. Okay. That looks good. Okay, so where were we? We're trying to sail. See, maybe we can get all the way over to this port over here. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how much movement we have. 5, 6. That's would use up our provisions. And then we could use our free movement to get to here. Let's get all the way over to this port. That's a long way to go. So that used 4, 5, 6, and a free movement. So use that up. Okay, but we made it all the way over to this port. So that was sailing southeast. Okay, now on to turn 22. Okay. Okay. So we want to go to port there. Go to port. Mark it off. 33 points. And that then we add a story, which gets us a resupply. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Gets us another bonus point for the end of the game. Okay. Still don't have enough gold to upgrade to the biggest ship. And I don't need to spend a gold to resupply because I just earned it with my story there. So now we are on to turn 23. Okay. Okay, so now we have to start making some decisions. If we can get to port on turn 24, or even get to port now so that we can explore later on turn 24. That means on turn 25 we can tell our story one final time and be at port for the bonuses, and then we get a final story at the end of the game. So if we can make it to port early enough to tell our story again, it's essentially telling your story twice. So the wind is very favorable for us, and we are full on provisions. So let's see, can we make it all the way back to the home port with a west wind? So with a west wind, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, going around this point would be 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11, 12, 13 to make it up to here. And I don't think we have 13. I think we have 11, because we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we used our free movement to get into that port. So we don't quite have it. So we're not going to be, we'll be able to make it easily on the next round. But we can't quite make it there on turn 23, which means we have to sail on 23 and 24 in order to get to the port and then make it on 25. So maybe it's not worth getting that bonus. We could sail, use northeast and get to there this turn and tell our story that time, but then we wouldn't really have anything to do on turn 25 because there's no obstacles in there to add to our story. So we're just going to sail this way and try and make it over to here. So we're going to sail 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we'll stop right there. Okay, and that used up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 4 movement and 1 provision, so that's 5 movement points, which means even if we get 3 dice heading south, we can still make it 1 space over for that. But maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll be able to add another adventure in this area and pick up a last few story points before we head into port. But let's see what happens on turn 24. We sailed west on turn 23. Okay. And look at that. We are going to get another obstacle. And it's rocks. So unfortunately that won't help us get some points. In G or 15. So we'll just stick them here out of the way. They're not going to bother anybody. So I had to stick them in G15 if I could, and so they're touching G15. If I couldn't put them in G15 because I'd already been there or anything like that, then I would have had to put them in row 15 somewhere, and if then not there, then column G. Okay, but we've got a northwest wind, so I don't think there's any chance of us circling around and hitting that. Was there? It would be 1, 2. Yeah, because we've only got 5. Because we've only got 1 extra. So let's just sail to shore. So northwest was the movement that we went, and we just went into shore. And now we'll move into turn 25. And I'm already made the decision that I'm going to go to port, so the dice roll doesn't matter a whole lot right now, but in multiplayer game, other people might be hoping for something on that last turn. So, but I'm going to go to port, Okay, so tell my story. It's 34, which adds one more to it. Okay, I still can't upgrade my ship, but I could spend a gold to get provisions. That would let me fill up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That doesn't get me enough to get this extra story point. So I'm just gonna hold on to the gold. Whoever has the most gold, unspent gold, that's a tiebreaker. So I'll just hold on to it. And that would be the end of the game. So now I ended at my home port. So I do get the 10-point bonus here. And my total bonus is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So I got a 16-point bonus. My final story is worth 35 points. And so now I get to add up my score. So let me pull up the calculator on my phone. Get 8 plus 11 plus 12 plus 18 plus 27 plus 33 plus 34 plus 16 plus 35. And that is equal to 194. So 194 points in a solo game. You can look at that. And that means I'm a maestro. Songs of my tales will be sung for years to come. So not a bad score. The wind was favorable. Never did quite manage to get up to that larger ship. It adds an additional speed, which helps a little bit. But the big thing is that it adds extra provisions. You can sail pretty much all the way across the map, pretty close to it, with those extra provisions. It helps you really get far and get to those last points for hitting some of the adventures. So anyway, that is a game of Rolling Seas. I hope if you get a chance to play that you really enjoy it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.